Hey kids! Once again, your good friend Gonzo's back. Not making videos involving my alter egos, or Hey, look, we all have our little moments of insanity. But the doctors luckily got my medication back together, and I'm doing great. Thanks. Anyways, let's talk about different things. I always have to bring up some new shit. Recently, we had a storm come through, and I live on an island right near the Outer Banks and shit. And at least I think it is. I don't know. I'm not really good at geography. I used to think I lived in Brazil till I learned I was in the United States, but that's okay. I was wondering why I was so goddamn pale. Anyways, we had a storm come through, and it's like it's like you get nervous. You get the weight is a pain in the ass, and you're sitting around and it like really interrupts my drinking. Well, let's talk about some fucking stupid shit that really interrupted my drinking and kind of made Gonzo a little pissed. Okay, anyways. Well, I'm thinking it's the eve of destruction, right before the storm's going to come in early in the morning. I figured, hell, I'm going to be liquored up. So I go to my local store and I walking around this hub of intelligentsia. How should I say? And the kind of LL Bean, bib overall, red man chewing tobacco, monster truck jam type of crowd. Obviously, a crowd I fit in, okay, not so well in, but that's okay. It takes all kinds. And anyways, I go there and I get some chips. I get me some mixers, because chips are always good. Because like I don't really like food. I just like bar food, like buffalo wings and like that. So, anyways, I go around there and I go to the beer cooler. I mean, some beer. I got liquor. Need some beer. I go to the beer cooler, and there's police tape on the beer cooler. I'm thinking, what has happened? Has the beer been assaulted and violated in some way? Has Smirnoff Ice just exploded and committed some evil, heinous crime against real alcohol? Because if you drink that shit, you got a fucking problem. Our Mike's Hard Lemonade. There's nothing hard about that shit. You know what I mean? It's like the anti-Viagra. Anyways, enough with the foreplay, children. There's stuff all across there, and you can't open the beer. It's like the beer's here, but I can't open it because of the goddamn tape. So I think to myself, this is a travesty. I must go report this to the very, how should I say, well, lard ass behind the counter, who's kind of like Jabba the Hutt, because I really don't know that she can move. It's kind of like if the building was built around her. Nonetheless, that's very cruel of me to say, but hey, I needed my booze. I was like, how come I can't get any beer? Oh, well, I'm okay. During the time, we're not allowed to sell any beer. That's, what? No beer? See, North Carolina, the great state of North Carolina, at least where I'm at, has decided that if a hurricane's fucking coming, the one time you probably need to have a little fucking drinky poo, you can't. It's like, fuck you. You're gonna have a storm, you're gonna be perfectly sober through this shit. It was like, get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking crazy? Because I guess people want to have parties. Hey, when better to have a party than during a natural disaster? I mean, you know what? You can go out miserable, but why the fuck not go out happy? Once I wasn't. And obviously I'm not, because I've been sober for the last 3 days. You gotta love politics. So anyways, after I was escorted off of store property via a very nice officer, and I love the cops and I support the police system. They're very nice, and I want to compliment them from all their DUIs they give me. Very nice, and I'm glad to know I can support the state. You gotta love cops. You think about it, when you're in school, at least when I was in school, they had hall monitors. Okay, I'm fucking old. Go figure. And these little fucking dorks would watch the hall, and they'd narc on everybody. Like, hey, John there, he's got a fucking, that was my name before Gonzo. He's got like a fifth Jack Daniels in his line. Fucking dick. Anyways, Corey. You wonder how they can continue their career of being an absolute prick. Law enforcement. Fun. But being a cop's cool, because I'd like to be a cop. That way I could just drive around real fast, turn the lights on, be the first in line. You know, I could like shoot people. Be awesome. It'd be kick ass. You know, aside from when they shoot back, that shit would suck. But you have my respect if you do that job. But this is the thing. You're kind of a prick. That's okay. So, no booze. Made it through the storm. Okay, I went to sleep. You know, I figured, hey, it's going to be here. I might as well be dead. Well, if you're sleeping, you're relaxed. Look, two people get into a wreck. The drunk and the sober person. The sober person's going to end up fucked up. The drunk person's going to wake up thinking, hey, how the fuck did I end up in my car? And where are my clothes? And where am I wearing a tutu? I'm just saying, it didn't happen to me. It's just I heard about it. You know, shit happens. I don't know, kids. Yummy. I just love sobriety. It's so nice. It's like you can appreciate things like loud children and obnoxious fucking neighbors who want to get up at the break of 12 o'clock and noon and cut the grass. It's like, this is the thing. If you're up, don't wake me the fuck up. I don't want to be awake. If I'm asleep, would people have to ask you, are you sleeping? No, mother. I just drool on myself and snore normally. I just... Don't wake me up. I don't like being awake. I don't like being awake. I don't like being sober. And I don't like MTV anymore. Because you fucking kids out there ruin that shit. That shit used to be kick-ass. Remember when music used to be fun? Remember the 80s? Maybe the hair bands of the 90s? Remember Guns N' Roses when they were actually Guns N' Roses? You know? That shit was good. Now, MTV is a soap opera channel. Thanks. Full of Italians. And there's nothing wrong with Italians, but the Jersey Shore is not a good representation of Italians, because that's not true, because you know what? None of those people have connections to fucking organized crime. And that's offensive to me. You know, look, I have Irish lineage, and, you know, that's like saying all people are drinkers. I don't know. Anyways. Comedians. You know, one thing about being a comedian, I think every comedian is a frustrated rock star. I mean, really think about it. You want to be famous. You want to be on stage. You want to have just go crazy and show their these to you. And it's like, how can I do that? Well, I could be in a band. Number one way of being totally kick-ass and cool and getting tons of chicks. Or I can be a comedian. Once it's not really cool, you know. Unless you like Dane Cook. You know. That douchebag got a lot of fans. And I don't mean anything against him if you think he's funny. It's just, you're wrong. You know, it's true. If I had any talent musically, if I just smoked 24 hours a day and played guitar, I could be in a fucking band. But oh no, I was too busy drinking and passing out in people's houses and behind the wheel. Which is not funny. You shouldn't do that. And I don't mean to make funny of drinking and driving. It's not very fun. Or as I like to call it, kids, time traveling. Good shit. Coffee is good shit. I like coffee and I like booze. Coffee gives me the sugar buzz to get me going in the morning. Booze gives me the social lubricant to be such a charming fellow I am now. Anyways. Yeah, it fucking sucks. Whoever invented that fucking law, you can't get in booze during a storm, fuck you. Kiss my ass, blah, 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 blah. And if I knew who you were, I'd aggravate the piss out of your ass. I want to be in politics. Why not? I could come up with some good goddamn laws. You know? I mean, really. Give me a shot. Why not? That would be scary, huh? Hey, look, I can't do no worse than half the dicks that run this country. You know what I mean? Hey, at least I would have to say, it's like, President John Gonzo, what are your policies on all this and that, and what are you going to do for the economy? Not a goddamn thing. I'm just going to talk a lot of shit and have a party. I'll just have a party every weekend. And guess what? If you're getting debt and you're going to lose your house, fuck the bank. Greedy bastards. It's like last call. That's the worst invention ever. There would be no last call anymore. You could go drink anytime you wanted. And I would change the legal drinking age to 10. Because that's when I started, a little bit younger. But it would be great. You know what? Hey, that would get them little fuckers to bed. Know what I mean? It's like, son, did you drink your Jack Daniels the night before nappy time? Mommy and Dad want to get freaky. Alright, yeah. Yeah, drinking isn't always a good thing. Like really, you know, like a drunk chick's kind of a pain in the ass. I don't mean nothing, but like if you get a really chick, don't ever let her be on top. I'm just saying, all that bouncing action, like boom, boom, it's nasty. Yeah, you still got to finish, but you know what I mean. Not that I'm not talking from experience, but yeah, you know. Never mind. I'm bad. I'm seriously got a mental problem. I think. I think I'm crazy, but I don't know. I'm a little fucking speeded up because I'm high on caffeine because it's all I've had. I haven't had any booze. Thank you, North Carolina. Yummy. Who doesn't like crazy people? If you watch me, you must. Well, kids, I don't know. I just thought I'd talk about some things. I made it through the storm. Really didn't do shit, you know. But you can never be too prepared, because like when it's like the world is so fucking boring when you're sober. It's like Jesus Christ. It's like I never realized people got up every day to go to work. It's like really. It's like I went to work once or twice a week, long time ago, and then all of a sudden it's like I couldn't do that shit every day. That shit would drive me fucking nuts. It really, yeah. I had a couple different jobs, as you can imagine. Um, I worked at old folks home. That was interesting. It was pretty cool though, because you got a lot of free prescription drugs. It's like, sure, I'll give you a couple cookies if you give me your Vicodin. Why not? That's a fair fucking trade, okay? They were diabetic. They weren't supposed to have them. We were both living it risky. All right, party on. Mm-hmm. Yummy. Hey, who knows? Well, anyways, kids, that's a little bit more pearls of wisdom and rambling and talking, and I don't know what to talk about anymore. But I'm still going along with it because for some reason, you Baz, Goldie, Jack, Poetry by the and some Reddit, whatever the hell your name is, y'all keep watching, and that's what I like about you. So just remember one thing: if you watch me, you're all right by me. I have many fans. I have 7. I'm moving up in the world compared to like some little like 15-year-old girl who has like 50,000 old men that watch her. Damn kids. Internet is filled with perverts, and I'm a drunk. So remember, I'm not a pervert. I'm a drunk, and that means I have a hobby. Everybody should have a hobby, kids. Mine is alcoholism, and there you go. All right, kids. Well, until next time, you stay crazy out there, and adios, amigos. As I try to figure out how to turn the camera off because I can't see. If you haven't seen, I really can't see. I'm not blind. I just wear sunglasses all the time. Probably be a good idea to put my real ones on, but you know, then I wouldn't look so cool. Yeah, right. All right, kids. Until next time.